as I mentioned, there's a lot of people that think we need to look at guard, right guard specifically. And I don't personally fall into that category. Let me be very clear on that. Not to say we can't use an upgrade there. I just don't think there's really upgrades available, guys. I hate to be you know, the bearer of bad news here, but all the good guards are gone, guys. You want to get great guards, hypothetically, in this free agency class. Trey Smith is not an option. Will Fries, not an option. Which, by the way, the Giants did talk to him. He wanted, from what I heard, first off, besides the fact he got a ton of money, he also wanted people to sign him without even looking at his medicals. I would never trust that as an NFL team. Like, why are you hiding your medicals? Like, that's something you should want people to be looking at. Taven Jenkins gone. Kevin Zeitler, ex-Giant, gone. James Daniels gone. Mekhi Becton gone. There's a lot of Makari's gone. Aaron Banks is gone. There's a lot of guys out there. If you look at the top, 10 guards that were there, maybe one or two left. That's it, guys. A lot of them came off the board pretty quick there, and a lot of them got overpaid, to be very frank. Let's look real quick at Will Fries is a good example, since that's the guy that Giants actually did look at, and he, like I said, he got a ton of money. 5 years, $88 million, guys. That's insane money. Now, if you look at what he did last year, he played 5 games. 5 games. By the way, it's only his second year as a starter. He didn't start really at all his rookie year. Popped in 3 games and that's it. Played 16 games his second year, but only started 9 of them. So he didn't start the year as a starter. He kind of got into that role. 23 had the starter spot locked down. And then last year, like I said, played 5 games and I got injured. Like, it's a lot of money the Vikings just gave to him for a guy you haven't seen that. So I'm glad the Giants didn't go crazy. Now, did he have a great year last year in the 5 games? Hells to the yeah. But can I trust that he would have done it all of 17? No. So I'm glad the Giants passed there. So here's what we got option-wise left. And they're not great, guys. Let me be very frank on that. And this is why I keep saying we don't really need the position. The options we have left that I'm looking at is who's available at guard and who are the top ones that are available left. You got ex-Commander, ex-Jaguar, Braden Scherff. Obviously, Giants fans remember him from his days with DC there. But 33 years old now, he is 6'5", 315 pounds. In 24 with the Jaguars, he had a 64.7 PFF grade, 74.5 pass block grade, and a 57.3 run block grade. So, not the player he used to be by any stretch of the imagination, at least not last year. But again, he's got a pedigree. He's 33 years old, so you can't sit there and say he's tremendously, old at that point. Not exactly a top tier guard, though, at least based on what he did last year, though. We also got an old friend of ours, Will Hernandez, who really, how do I say blossomed, because he never became an amazing player. Like, I had a lot of high hopes for him coming out of the draft, actually. I liked him a lot. Didn't live up to the expectations whatsoever, obviously, we got him, though. He's now 29 years old, 6'2", 332 pounds. Last year with the Cardinals, 69.3 PFF grade, 74.2 pass block grade, and a 66 run block grade. So not too shabby, and I say not too shabby compared to Scherff, because Scherff's on the downstroke here, so to speak. He's kind of, getting worse than what he used to be. So I can't sit there and say, oh, great. But listen, Will Hernandez, we would have loved to have that from him his years for the Giants. To be very clear with that, we would have loved to have that kind of production from him back in those days. Another guy who seems to be the perennial free agent is Dalton Risner, 29 years old now, 6'5", 312 pounds. Last year with the Vikings, 67 PFF grade overall, 76.2 pass block, 57.4 run block. The biggest thing that scares me is, again, like I said, I feel like he's always available. And I don't know if there's a personality issue there, what the case may be, but you look at his career, and he's gone to just two places, but he was thought of as a big time free agent by a lot of pundits back in 22. Took forever for him to sign with the Vikings. And then again, took forever for him to sign again with the Vikings last year. And now here he is 2 weeks into free agency, and he's still available yet again. That tells me there's something the NFL knows that we don't know. And I'm not going to question what it could be potentially, because I have no clue. No clue. All I know is when you have a player that's a legitimate starter in this league, who perennially is available for some reason, and he's only now 29 years old. I mean, he was 27 back when this 3-year stretch of this happening started. There's something we don't know, guys. What that is, I have, again, no clue, but there's something we don't know. Now, here's why I say to you guys, I wouldn't personally go crazy at the guard position. Now, again, I should preface this with PFF is not the end all that be all, and I 100% agree, understand that. I'm just trying to give you guys stats that I can based on what position they play. So, Greg Van Roten last year, 63.4 PFF grade. So, yeah, a worse PFF grade than all three of these guys. 64.9 pass blocking grade. It's about 10 to 12 points lower than what these three gentlemen are at last year. 62.3 run blocking grade. It's higher than 2 out of 3. That's where it's at. It's higher than 2 out of 3. So is it really that great of an upgrade? I can't sit there and say that. And if you got to pay these guys $8, $9, $10 million a year, is it worth it to get a guy that's slightly better than a guy you currently have? Not to mention the fact that we have other options as well. Evan Neal is going to probably be converted to a guard this offseason. Josh Ozudu can go ahead and actually play the position he was drafted to play. To me, I would go ahead and just put those three in there and let the best man win. And if it's Greg Van Roten, that's fine. We ride with Roten again. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Again, I don't think the other guys are that much an upgrade. We already got Greg Van Roten ready to go. He knows the offense. He's got continuity at that point with the guys next to him. Could do a whole lot worse, guys. So like I said, I personally, this is what I would do. I would keep it there. Now, if you really feel like there's an issue that you need to fix, maybe you go get a guy in the draft. That's an option as well. We've done that before in our mock drafts. I'd have no problem with that. Let's see. Jay says Evan Neal is available at guard. Yeah, and he said probably will. Probably will be available at guard. Like I said, I think I'm going to convert him. Jay says, I thought we were going to draft Scherff. Yeah, he's definitely a guy I thought too as well. Might be a Giants target when he came out, but Commanders got him early. JL says Zeitler will still super good at 35, but signed with the Titans. Exactly. Because even the Titans realize you got to protect the quarterback. And they have not been doing the best at that. Now, he didn't sign for a lot of money either. That's the crazy thing. If I remember correctly, he did not. Now, he may also have issues with the franchise because I don't think he was very happy with the way things worked out with the Giants when he was there. But 1 year, $9 million is where he got, from the Titans there. I mean, to me, honestly, that kind of seems like a steal. I know he's a little up there now, 35, like you said, but an 86.5 PFF grade. 70.7 against the pass with pass blocking, so just about the same as everybody else here, but 87.2 for run blocking. And you never heard anything but great things about him when he's with the Giants. So yeah, I would have loved to have him come back as well myself, but unfortunately that option is off the table. JL says Greg Van Roten showed leadership skills as well. Yes, he did. 100%. And he showed some fire. All right.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.